Hello, welcome back to Rev Endurance Sports and another edition of, pre-ride stuff. So I am getting ready to do about a 7-hour rolling ride, maybe as much as 8 hours total time. And so there are not a lot of stores along the way, and I advocate always taking enough calories for your ride. As a matter of fact, I advocate taking more than you need because just like a spare tube, sometimes one of your riding mates may need a little extra to get home, and either they didn't plan properly or they just went through their calories faster than they thought. And that's happened to me a lot. I've said, okay, I'm going out for 6 hours. I've got X number of calories, and I went through them much faster than I expected. So let's take a look at my Pearl Izumi jersey. Now that looks ridiculous, I know. Oh, I'm sorry. Got it?
Yep.
But here's the thing. This is a long endurance ride, and a lot of times I say, nutrition in your bottles and gels and bars and stuff like that. But as of late on these lower intensity rides where I'm not actually racing and they're not even tempo rides, I've been taking some solid foods with me. So let's empty out the contents of my pockets and let's see all the calories I'm taking and you can take as well. All right, so we're gonna start. Oh, and by the way I do my stuff is usually the heaviest item or something would be in the center pocket. That way it weighs the jersey down equally. And then on the sides, I usually put lighter stuff. Okay, so let's empty them out. And at first, we're just gonna throw everything down, and then we will be more methodical about what's in here. Now, this is not a paid or sponsored video. None of the product here is given to me, and none of it is in any way, shape, or form an ad for them. So basically, I've got some solid foods and I got some gels, right? And they're basically just a combination of different things. This is a video that's forthcoming. These are little sandwiches, and I will go through those on how I make those. And they're labeled usually H for ham and J for jam. But as I mentioned, that's a video that's forthcoming. Each one of these is about 150 calories. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess that math is about 800, 900 calories, okay? So there's that in solid foods. And then towards the latter part of the ride, the last 40K, I like to really put the power through the pedals. So I like to have just carbs, protein earlier in the ride, carbs towards the end of the ride. And then additionally in my bottles, I have 300 calories per bottle. Now, I may come home with some of these gels and stuff if I feel fine, but it's best to have more than you need. For example, I did a coaching session last Saturday with someone, and we were still, 2 hours left in the ride, and I said, hey, it's a good time to pop a gel. Oh, I only brought one. Bring more than you need. That's probably today's cycling tip. Bring more than you need. If you don't use it, it's fine. It's non-perishable, right? You can take it, put it back in your fuel kit, and you have it for the next ride, right? So 150, 150, 150, 150, 150. Each one of these is 150. These are 80-ish, right? So, there's plenty of calories here. I won't do the math. I'll leave it in the notes, in the description notes, but take more than you need. Maybe just like a spare tube, give one to someone else who's struggling on the ride, and be fully fueled that way. you will have a more enjoyable ride. And the longer the ride goes, the more fuel you need, believe it or not. I know that sounds common sense, but it escapes people all the time. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate your time and your attention. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you up the road.